Hi there. Welcome to Monetize Your Business podcast conversations in partnership with FNB. We've got a really great podcast conversation today. We're going to be chatting with Mpumi Pule, who's going to be talking to us all about life coaching, but also transitioning from corporate to entrepreneurship. So if you know that's right up your alley, then you are absolutely at the right place. Now, before we get into that, you know how we do. I've got my trusted co-pilot with me, Papa Biz. How are you?
I'm good, and I'm really looking forward to this conversation. As life would have it, our paths actually crossed some years ago.
Yeah.
So it's good to have you back in this type of setting here.
Yes, I'm privileged and
360
very
moment.
Yeah.
Wonderful. It's such a pleasure to have you, Mpumi, and I'm really looking forward to unpacking your journey as an entrepreneur. Because, you know, in order for us to be where we are, we started somewhere.
That's true, yeah.
And maybe let's start at the very beginning. Who is Mpumi? Where did you come from? Where did you grow up?
You said how much time do you have?
Listen to this.
So Mpumi is a girl from Soshanguve.
Okay.
Did everything in Pretoria. Okay. So studied in Pretoria Technical High School, went to Tula Sizwe in Soshanguve, studied in TUT. But I'm currently the only child.
Okay.
Very obsessed with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
My mother is the real entrepreneur. I envy her so much. She's made me who I am today.
Okay.
I think I am a very strong, resilient somebody.
Okay.
Very energetic, passionate about people.
Okay.
I think from a background perspective, I studied mechanical engineering.
Mechanical engineering?
Yes.
Wow.
That's a tough one.
It was. And that's why I said my mother made me, because I think at the time, I was just good at academics. You're good at maths and science. You're from Soshanguve. Situations are not the best, you know. And I always say to people, poverty is relative. For me, I was privileged. I had a stepdad that was working for Telkom, and then I got to stay in the suburbs.
Okay.
And go to a technical high school that I got introduced to engineering. So I knew engineering from grade 8.
Wow, look at that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then when my mother said, you know what, for you to get out of poverty, you have to study engineering. At that time, I didn't understand the socioeconomic benefits.
Yes.
I was very clear, looking at my background, looking at the kind of domestic violence that I grew up under.
Sure.
Seeing my mother's kind of working very hard. I just wanted to help people. And I wanted to study psychology.
Okay.
Or be a social worker. Just fight for people that don't have a voice and the injustices, you know. And I think I understood when my mother said, okay, at that time, psychology, it's not like now, where mental health is a thing.
Yes. At the time, it's like, huh? You want to do what?
Who's going to come to you?
Yeah.
I mean, who's going to pay to have a conversation with you, right? And it made sense. And obviously, because I'm from a technical high school, I was only doing math and science. It was easy to get into TNG at the time, which is TUT now.
Okay.
Difficult journey of my life. At that time, things were crumbling down. Back home, you know, the suburb life is not as what people think it was.
Yeah, it's not glamorous as you think.
Long story short, we ended up back in Soshanguve.
Wow, look at that.
When things didn't work out for my mom, and then that's hence I went to TUT at the time. As a young child, you're in the suburbs. Things were like looking up, right? And you're thinking, this is the life.
Yes.
And it was not the life. And going back to Soshanguve was one of the best things that ever happened. Because
Really?
I got to meet people from Venda, people from Limpopo, where you see again poverty relativity. To say, well, my situation is not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Right? And that also helped me understand that in this poverty space, we can support each other.
Can support each other.
People are very helpful in that space because we all want to get out of it.
Yeah.
And I think my degree, to your point, it being so hard, I had that great support from other students
that were around you.
You
know, what you're telling me, it's actually making me also reflect upon a lesson to say that when you were in the suburbs looking in, a person would think, wow, they're making it. Look at where they are. And sometimes we look at the outer and it doesn't always reflect at a happy situation.
Absolutely.
And then returning to Soshanguve is actually where the peace now
Was.
came from.
It was the best thing that
Sure.
ever happened to me was to be in TUT at the time, because that changed my life completely.
Wow.
Because obviously getting into the university at that time was a struggle. Yeah, my mother struggled to register me. I think at that time the registration was 1.6. But it
Wow.
was a struggle to get
That
it.
is quite a lot.
And then that moment where she took her whole salary and put me there,
Wow.
and knowing that I won't be eating, it was the best thing that she's done for me. That's why I said I'm obsessed with my mom.
Of course, why wouldn't she be then after that?
I think from there on, things went up for me.
Okay.
I think focus on my academics, got a bursary from post office at the time. Post office was still new, trying to give bursaries.
Fully
They were struggling
functional and all that,
to fund bursaries. But at that time, and then you're focusing on getting out of poverty, study, leave boys, focus. Things are tough. My mother is back in Soshanguve. Things are not going well. My sister is dying, and she did, may her soul rest in peace. She died at the age of 6.
Sure.
Things were really bad, but I had to just hold it up. And nobody knew what was happening. People don't even know I have a sister. They probably see it for the first time.
Wow.
But then when people started to look at me and say, "Oh, you're so pretty. Why don't you enter pageantry?" And I was like, okay, because being dark-skinned, you thinking, really? But I didn't even really, it didn't bother me that I'm dark-skinned. I didn't even really, was not aware that it's a thing, that you are a black beauty. And that's how I started pageantry.
Okay.
And
This is while you were studying as well.
while I was studying.
Okay.
Remember, now it's a hustle. Somebody saying, if you win, you're going to get 5,000 rands.
Okay, I
Get
see.
free food.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
going to get accommodation.
Okay.
So it was a survival decision. Between engineering and pageantry, I had to
You're like,
make sure that
I can make it through this.
I can't fail, but this could be a breakthrough.
Yes.
Because at that time, like I said, post office was paying, but it was taking time. Results are blocked, you can't register. And that was, like I said, it started to go up, and pageantry I won, Miss TUT.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Eh?
Amazing.
Hey, there we go.
That is not a small thing, my dear.
Big.
Don't
Like I said,
brush
changed
over it. That's amazing.
life.
Yeah.
Really?
It changed my life completely.
Yeah.
How so?
So they paid for my fees. My mother never had
wow.
to worry.
Gee.
My mother never had to worry.
Yeah.
And because my reign, I think I had a beautiful reign. I was advocating at the time. There was a program called My Shome, Graduate Alive. And it was trying to get people to graduate HIV free, because HIV was spiking at the time. In the township, you are poor, you'll sleep with the older guy. So it was a thing around us. And being that advocate of health, advocate of young people, I did peer education, and I realized that I'm good with people,
Okay.
and people are loving me back. Towards the end of my reign, I was approached by SASCO to say, hey, people like you. We need votes. Can you
Sure.
join the SRC?
Really?
That's how I joined the SRC. Again, I'm thinking, what's in it for me?
Yeah.
The rain is finishing. I'm getting out of that room.
Yeah.
I can't go back to that forum again where there's no electricity, because I had to study before the Apollo goes down. So if I'm home, I must study before 6 o'clock.
Wow.
So now if I'm staying at school, it's better.
Yes.
Then I was like, okay, so what's in it for me? They said, no, they'll pay your fees. And then free accommodation. And that's how I joined
And you're like, where do I sign up?
now, and they know me with heels. I used to wear heels all the time. From pageantry, from from after my high school year. And now I'm a comrade now. I must wear sneakers. Now I must just keep it moving, And I had to adjust. And that's where being nimble and being agile
100%.
is very important.
Very important.
When you see opportunity, you jump. You get it, and you also obviously look at your integrity, right? What is in it for me? I've got my last year. I need somebody to pay for my school fees. Paid, joined SRC. Fast forward, today I am a leader. Today I'm able to lead organizations, teams, and I'm grateful. That's what I said. It changed my life completely, pageantry, and I'm very grateful for those opportunities that I got that made me. And from there on, getting into corporate immediately. I was fortunate to get into ESCOM and things. So just 20 years in corporate, I can never complain.
Sure. Now, I'd want to also ask you, I mean, how did you find the experience in terms of being in corporate? Because now you entrepreneur, many people, when I was in corporate as well, many people, sometimes they'll have an idea, but they never get started. They never do anything with it. And also corporate, you'll find that the handcuffs, they are golden, because as you progress, salaries start going higher and higher. And I mean, you can't even think about having a business. So how did it happen for you that as you progressed, then you're able to now look into venturing into business?
So I was listening to the other podcast of your guest that spoke about you register a company, but you don't do anything about it.
Yes.
So I registered a company, I think 2001. I didn't do anything about it because in my mind, I was conflicted to say, am I really an entrepreneur?
Yes.
Or am I a community builder?
Okay.
Then I learned about social entrepreneurship as well.
Okay.
And when I then pivoted and studied coaching, I knew that this is my purpose.
Okay.
So, and I also understood that in that spirit, that purpose also deserves profit.
Okay.
100%. The two
Right?
can go hand
Right?
in hand.
Because
Yeah.
for the longest time, I'm contemplating this, but I do this for passion. I do what I do because I love
How
it.
do I now
I
charge?
love. Do I charge? I'm
Yeah.
passionate about it. And to your point, people were very positive about me.
Mm.
They were great. They were supporting my idea of pivoting.
Nice.
And I was the one that was saying, maybe not. Let me do it on the side. Let me do it under an NGO. Let me, because I do have an NGO, right? But I realized that I need to just have courage to pause. And psychologically, I had said, let me take a sabbatical to convince me.
Okay.
But the rooting, or the people in corporate were rooting for me. Why don't you do it? You can do. You're wasting your time here. And that has been for me, like we were talking about how people will always say, people are never supporting my idea. People are not supporting my calling.
Yes.
Mine was the opposite.
Yours was the opposite.
People are rooting for me. People are supporting me. My clients are coming through the people around me. People are begging for my service. And I'm very grateful. I don't take that for granted. And as I pause, I'm thinking, will I ever go back to corporate? I don't know, because I'm also starting at this point. I'm building my business step by step.
Yes.
I'm investing in the tools, the training, the mentorship.
Yes.
And Ntswaki is the one that is in my corner.
Hey, Ntswaki.
She's in my corner because she's the one that would say, no, Queen, you must charge, But like I said, people around me are supporting me.
That is brilliant. That's absolutely
Very good.
brilliant. Tell me, for those who are not familiar with coaching and what coaching is, can you kind of just break it down for us a little bit?
Sure. So I think what is important, the one thing about coaching, it is a partnership. It's a coaching partnership. It's a conversation and it's a partnership of two people.
Okay.
So in my space, with my passion of helping people unlock their potential, possibilities, dealing with the mindset. We're having the conversation about mindset. So we basically serve. We are serving the people. We're supporting learning and development, and we unlock that potential. Those are the key elements that I focus on. And it's not just a conversation. It is a transformation.
Okay.
We're talking about change.
Yes.
We're talking about shift. We're talking about giving you tools to navigate this life. And what I enjoy most about that is seeing that change, right? Seeing that transformation.
Okay.
And people that show up for themselves, people that really pay for the service, they come, they look forward.
Yes.
Exactly.
And I feel that because I love it, I show up fully.
Okay.
And I make sure that the conversations are not about me. They're about that person.
Yes.
So in a nutshell, it's a conversation between two people with the intent to unlock your potential, to shift your mindset, and to make sure that you get to your full potential.
Sure. That is so powerful.
Yeah.
I want to check, as you've been going through with this work, what are some of the blocks you see that people have?
I think the mindset and to the question is, what is coaching? So the block is not trusting the process.
Okay.
People don't know. Somebody comes into
it's
a
not a
session.
one-day thing.
Yes. People come in and then we have a session and they're like, oh, so this coaching thing does work.
Okay.
And they feel a little bit different. They feel a shift because they leave with a homework or they leave with an action plan. But more than anything is the mindset, is the attitude towards. It's just similar to therapy, right?
Okay.
But therapy, mentorship, coaching, it's different, but the idea is almost the same. To say, we want you to be okay.
Yes.
We want you to be better. But I have realized that a lot of people just pause and don't want to reflect and do better. They just say, oh, it's like this and it's fine. But once they get into the session, I see the shift. They feel the shift. I get the feedback. And I feel that we are able to move away from the blocks in that space.
And I wanted to check, as you go navigating, how would you go about finding clients?
Yes.
And also, did you find that the process to go about finding clients was exactly as how you would conduct yourself in corporate?
I think being in corporate obviously helps. It's 20 years in corporate, in engineering, in big corporate, big gigs. You know, I get to MC. I'm a speaker as well.
Okay.
So when you are there, after speaking or after MCing, you would have people have a conversation.
Yes.
And who would say, I enjoyed your talk. Are you a DJ? Are you a presenter? I'm like, no, I'm actually a coach. So that's what I'm identifying myself as now. I leave the engineer behind.
Yes.
But it's inside. You know, it talks to the whole having a structure and a strategy, which is something that is corporate, right?
Yeah.
And I get into spaces in the corporate spaces and I get clients there.
Okay.
So it works in my favor. The institution that I went to SACAP, they are very big in making sure that they market us. So I'm in the alumni program.
Oh, that's brilliant.
They're able to plug us.
Yeah. Right.
What's SACAP?
It's the South African College of Psychology.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and they are able to plug us in spaces where we are needed.
Okay.
Right now, I am coaching in a law firm.
Oh, wow.
So I've got a contract.
Okay.
So what does that involve?
So it involves getting 18 graduates. 80% of them have done the LLB.
Okay.
Okay.
And they have, it's called a YES program. So it's under Cigna. Cigna is a agency that is contracted to take young people that are not employed, give them internship, the 12 months program, and as part of the on-the-job training, mentorship, coaching is one of the pillars.
Oh, it's one of the pillars. Okay.
Yes. So I come in the coaching space. So we have like 6 sessions contracted in the space of every 5 weeks, where it's basically holistic growth. You look into the full circle of your life, right? Your professional, your finances,
Yes.
your social life as young people, your spirituality. So we just coach personally and professionally. It's a 1-hour session.
Okay.
That's good.
And obviously they're young people.
Yeah.
Coaching is a new concept to them.
Yes. Yes.
And ideally with coaching, we want somebody to say, I want coaching.
Okay.
You need to come in the space, not taken. So when you are taken,
Hey, if you're taking, kicking and screaming,
people are asking, why am I here? What did they say about me? So the trust becomes
100%.
questionable. Who are they liable to? Should they report that they're not happy where they are, or should who, right? But again, in my practice, as part of the journey of coaching, we promise confidentiality.
Okay.
I mean, the young people, again, we have to be patient with them.
Yes.
If they don't show up for a session, it's not because they don't want to. Maybe they didn't.
Yes.
Remember, they are contracted to come.
Yeah.
They don't want to come. So my job is to make sure that they're convinced that this works for them.
And that there's
Yes.
value.
There's
got
value.
buy-in.
Absolutely. The value part, right? And is important. And I think that's why I enjoy the current space because that is also a learning for me. So having these clients that are always there waiting for me. I mean, it's a 12 months contract. And I say to Mtswagi, I've got these people. They're like, I need to, I don't want more clients for now. Let me just see what's working. How does it work?
Yes.
So for now, it's a matter of giving what I have.
Yes.
Sharing my life experiences.
Okay.
Because I think from a perspective of offering, I offer my presence, showing up. I offer my experience, my life experience. I think my story is what I have to share with them. Every time they bring something to say, oh, my mom does this, I'm like, okay, this is what happened. And then, I also share how I dealt with challenges.
Yeah.
And more than anything, also, I just give them a safe space.
Okay.
Giving a safe space and them being able to open up and talk. because I think our young people, especially young professionals right now, are going through a lot.
Yes.
Adapting in work environments, adapting in leaving varsity to workplaces.
Yes, those transitions.
It's really.
Do you
not
find
easy.
that as you engage with them, that the type of challenges that they talk to you about and so on, and when you look at a young person now, do you find that the challenges are more amplified as opposed to when we started, or do you find that the way they look at it is different? Or that's
So I think it's two.
okay.
One is the fact that their challenges are bigger.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is this because of the
They-
digital time
Yes,
that we're in?
they've got a lot. They're exposed
Yeah.
a lot
Okay.
than us.
Okay.
They've got resources, and these resources can be detrimental or building.
True.
Okay.
True.
And the tools they have, sometimes they don't know how to use them from a positive perspective.
Okay.
So the formation is a little bit too much, and they don't know how to process it and how to respond to it. And I think us as parents, because we had it a bit different to them, we don't get them. We don't understand them.
Okay.
And we frustrate them
Okay.
a lot. So I find that there is a issue of parenting there happening, misunderstanding. I find that there is, we work hard, you work hard. They don't relate to this thing of working hard. You know, they just want to, you've paid for undergrad, can you pay for my master's as well, mom? You can, you know. With us, you must find sponsorship. So it's very, very different in terms of that. And the second part is they do see things differently.
Okay.
And again, fundamentally is because of what they're exposed to and what we give them.
I'm interested to know some of the lessons that you have learned in building your coaching business. Because like you said, we start from passion, but of course it needs to be profitable because it is a business. What are some of the lessons that you've learned in building this?
I think one was, I don't have to be perfect, just that being profitable.
Okay. Good.
I thought I wanted to be perfect. I want to be this renowned coach. Vusi, you know, the speaker is known, then he can charge. You know, I go through coaching myself. I'm able to pay people, and I'm like, but I can do better myself. So I'm not perfect, but I'm learning. So that's one thing. The second thing is knowing that I'm selling value. So then that gives me courage to charge.
Okay.
I'm not fully there yet. I'm charging in a level of, these are young people.
Yes.
The rate is not premium.
Okay.
From a perspective of the space that I'm passionate about. But at least I'm starting to charge with courage.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think the last thing is also understanding that in my purpose journey, as I give, I need to give from a place where I also have.
Okay.
And I forgot to mention that I'm a humanitarian.
Okay.
And being in corporate, I'm getting salary every time. So I can always donate. But now I'm not. This business needs to have money for me to be able to continue to do the charitable things. So that balance is something that I'm learning that I need to have.
Okay.
It did not come easy. It's not, sometimes I get conflicted because, I mean, it's a friend of mine. He's here. He's struggling with money. Now I must charge him. His conversation is, you know what I mean? But I'm learning to also understand that I have to be profitable.
Yes. Very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Extremely, extremely profitable. Sure. That's amazing. What advice would you want to give some of our entrepreneurs that are watching? You know, a lot of people are starting out and they're also making that tough transition from corporate into full-time entrepreneurship. And it's not the easiest. You know, corporate, a lot of things are structured for us. And now when you start your business, you need to structure it yourself. And I personally struggled with that quite a bit. What type of advice would you give?
I think one thing that has helped me is get yourself a mentor. I can advocate for that.
Yes.
Because to your point, it was a struggle. Here I am, I've got this contract.
Yeah.
Now I must set up a meeting. Which app I must use which app?
You know?
Using Calendly. So I was like, okay, Ntswaki, what am I doing? So calm down. Because I'm spoiled from corporate. Somebody's going to set up the meeting. Somebody's going to manage the calendar. Somebody's going to make sure that invoices are done. Now I must do the invoice. So get yourself a mentor. That's one.
Yes.
2, be very kind to yourself.
Okay.
I love that.
And continue to invest in the tools to operate. So you don't, and maybe I'm speaking from a point of being a giver as well. But don't rush for this profit.
Mm-hmm.
Build a sustainable business.
Okay.
First.
So invest in the tools
Yes.
that you need, you're learning,
Mm-hmm.
and make sure that you are able to execute the
Yeah.
service that you can in that small space before you grow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But one thing is get yourself a mentor, get somebody that will journey with you
Yes.
before you give up, before you kind of feel like, okay, fine, I'm going to start applying for a job.
Okay.
And again, for you to stay focused in this purposeful, profitable business,
Mm-hmm.
keep pushing,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
pushing.
Good.
Yeah. Sure. I love that. Such beautiful nuggets. Really, really, really golden nuggets that you've shared with us there. Papa Biz, let me throw the ball into your court. What are some of the aha moments that you've gotten from our conversation with us?
I was reminded, and you spoke about it, because I always like to take information that goes back to as a person is starting and the journey. And you spoke about the importance of being able to see opportunity, and not only to see opportunity, but then to take action or when opportunities presented to you. Sometimes in conversations with people, they wonder, opportunity never comes to me. I never get opportunity. But sometimes, almost what I'm being reminded of hearing from you is that if your mind is not open to looking for opportunity, and for yours, I mean, you're actually driven by, needing to find a solution because there was such a pressure being put financially to finish studying. But when the eye is open for opportunity, then you can actually see it, and then can actually be able to decide, I need to take action here. And it's something for us all to keep hold as we traverse our business and entrepreneurial journey. And I thought that was really good, and thanks for sharing that.
100%. I think for me, I really love how he was just so steadfast in saying, I need to fight this poverty and I need to solution my way out of this. And if it comes in the form of this opportunity, even though I wasn't planning for it, let me grab it with both hands. Let me use the opportunity to the best of my ability. And because you were excellent and because of the way you execute, then other people see your talent, and then the next opportunity comes. And sometimes we just need to say yes to the next best thing and keep putting our feet forward one after the other. So I found that to be quite inspirational. Thank you so much for that. Mpumi, if a person wants to keep in touch with you, they're inspired by your journey, perhaps they're also looking for coaching as well, how do they go about doing that?
So on Instagram, I am Mpumi Pule. Same as on Facebook as well, Mpumi Pule. And my number is 07. I'm not sure if I'm sharing my number.
Yeah, go for it. Feel free.
076-231-8477. And yeah, I'm waiting for your kind of engagement. I'm ready to have a conversation. I'm ready to help you transition and transform.
Wonderful.
I love that. Monetizers, we all know within our entrepreneurship journey that we need help. We need assistance. And if you know that you've been looking for a coach, somebody that can assist you on your journey, then Mpumi is definitely the person for you. Find her on the socials, reach out to her telephonically, and really begin on your own personalized coaching journey. All right, that brings us to the end of this episode of Monetize Your Business podcast conversations in partnership with FNB. Bye-bye.
Cheers, guys.